Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today, I want to talk about 10 things never to say to your ex. Now, when you've been broken up with, otherwise known as being dumped, it's very difficult to just say, okay, and go into no contact. But the less you say, the better your chances of getting your ex back, because at this point, anything you say is going to be held against you. And it's going to be coming from an emotional place, and that's not the best place to be communicating from. So before I tell you what these 10 things are, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, tap the bell icon so you will be notified when a new video is up. All right, so there's 10 of them. I will go through these very quickly. I talk fast, don't worry. All right, so the first one, I've actually made a video about this, about should you wish your ex a happy birthday or should you contact your ex on their birthday? And that is to say happy birthday. Now, I see a lot of people commenting saying, well, my ex wished me a happy birthday, so should I wish them a happy birthday? No, because if your ex contacted you to wish you a happy birthday, but they didn't try to get back together with you, then they're not interested in getting back together. And so just because they wished you a happy birthday doesn't mean you have to. And then people come back with, well, I want to be nice. And then I point out, well, was your ex nice when they broke up with you? No. Being nice is not what's going to get your ex back, okay? They have to miss you. And by contacting them and breaking no contact, you're just telling them that you're sitting there waiting for them. So how does it benefit you to wish them a happy birthday? It doesn't. You think that you're going to wish them a happy birthday and then they're going to go, oh, I should get back together with them. That's not how it works. So don't do it. Number 2 is saying, I'll change or I've changed. Now, usually people say this way too soon. They'll say it like within a week or a day of having been broken up with. And it's like, really? You changed in a day? You changed in a week? Come on. You hadn't done it up to now, and now all of a sudden you changed? Everyone knows that people do not change that fast. And besides, you can't say that you've changed. You need to show it. So you're not going to be believed, so there's no point in saying this. Number 3, I love you. Now, I saw a comment on one of my YouTube videos, and basically she said that she broke no contact and she said, I love you. And the response was something like, oh yeah? Or I know. And people just think that the phrase, I love you, is a magical phrase. And they just say it and their ex will go, oh, he loves me. She loves me. All right, I'll get back with them. They don't care if you love them. They only care if they love you. And right now, they don't. And let me illustrate this another way. Think back to people in the past that have been interested in you, or who you were dating, that they were interested in you more than you were interested in them. Did the fact that they were saying, I like you or I love you, do anything to you? Did it make you like them more? No. It's about your interest level in them. So if someone that you're not that interested in, someone that you don't see as high value says, I love you, you don't care. And so therefore, contacting your ex and then saying, I love you, will get you nowhere. In fact, it'll be a big setback. So do not do that. The next one, number 4, is actually the opposite of I love you, and that is, I hate you. Just like a child, it's just as bad. And that's so childish, because who says, I hate you? Usually it's children. And by the way, the correct response when a child says, I hate you, is to say, that's okay, darling, I still love you. They'll look at you like, what? What do you mean you still love me? I just said, I hate you. And the thing is, they know that you don't hate them. You hate that they broke up with you. And you're also showing that you can't control yourself, and we innately do not trust people who cannot control themselves. So you need to control yourself, and remember this, be nice with your words, but tough with your actions. Most people are tough with their words and nice with their actions. So they'll say, I hate you, but then with their actions, then they'll call their ex every day or text them every day trying to get them back. It's the opposite. That way, if you control what you say. You're not going to say anything that you'll regret, anything that can be held against you in the future, as I've said earlier. And otherwise, your partner is always going to remember what you said, because once you say something, your words cannot be taken back. The next one is, don't ever call me again. That's, again, similar to I hate you. Same reasons why I hate you is not good. So again, you're showing that you can't control yourself, and they know that you don't mean don't ever call me again. Basically, when someone says, don't ever call me again, what they really mean is, you better call me as soon as you get this message. That's actually what they really mean. Because otherwise, if they didn't want you to ever call them again, they would just block you. They wouldn't make an announcement. All right, moving right along. The next thing to never say to your ex is, give me another chance. They've already thought about the breakup for a while. It's not a spur of the moment decision, even if you think it is. They've been thinking about it. They've been weighing the pros and cons, and they decided it was better to leave. So asking for another chance at this point is going to have little effect on them. They need to miss you and for their interest level to go up before they're going to give you another chance. So asking for another chance, which is usually goes hand in hand with begging and pleading, is not going to help you. Okay, the next one is, I miss you. Aww. Again, they know that, okay? And how does this help you? Again, they don't care. Someone only cares if they have an interest level above 50, but they don't. And how do I know that? Because if they did, they would not have broken up with you. So telling them that you're waiting for them is the same as saying, I miss you. And you're basically saying that they can take as long as they want to get back to you, and that you're just waiting for them to change their mind. You miss them, and you're just sitting there like a little puppy dog. So don't say it. They're going to assume that you miss them. But by not saying it and by doing no contact, they're actually going to wonder if you miss them, or they're going to wonder if you moved on. The next one is, I'm so depressed, or some version thereof, I'm so sad. Again, it's similar to saying, I miss you. They know you're upset. You're stating the obvious. And again, you're saying it in the hopes that they're going to come and change their mind and rescue you and say, oh, okay, let's get back together. I don't want you to be depressed. And you also come across as just pathetic and low value. It's not attractive. Keep that information to yourself or your friends and family, but don't say you're depressed. Okay? Next one. Can we just meet and talk? They know what you're up to, okay? So don't even go there. They know you're trying to change their mind. You're not getting together to discuss the weather or investing, like, oh yeah, we'll just talk about the weather. Sure. And as I've stated in another video, probably called, Can You Talk Someone Out of Breaking Up With You? I've made too many videos to remember what the titles of all of them are. You can't talk someone into getting back with you, just as you can't talk someone into going out with you in the first place. And you usually don't talk someone into going out with you in the first place. They go out with you because they're attracted. And therefore, if you want to get them back, they're going to come back because they're attracted, not because you met up and talked with them. All right, just a few more. Next one is, let's hang out as friends. Again, it's similar to the first one I just mentioned here. Can we just meet and talk? Again, you're secretly hoping that you'll get back together, but when you see that they do not want to get back together, you're gonna mess up, because it's gonna freak you out, and you're gonna probably end up saying one of the other 9 things that I've mentioned here. You know damn well you don't want to hang out as friends, and so you need to hold out and wait to get back together as a couple. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So basically, you shouldn't be saying anything to your ex. You need to start and stay in no contact and do not respond unless your ex contacts you and says something substantial. All right, so I know after listening to this, you probably are thinking, oh no, I've already said one or more or maybe all those things, well, hopefully not all of them. And you wonder, what now? Well, I'll tell you what now. I suggest you contact me about private coaching so we can figure out where to go from here so that you can have your best chance at getting your ex back. And you can do that through private coaching. Contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate it if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.